Hello, Tracy here. Welcome back to my channel. So I have finished Chalk Hill Farm journal. It actually turned out beautiful. I love this this material that I've used. So we're going to have a quick flip through this, and then I'm not starting anything else as much as I really want to. Scamps and Scallywags is probably the one that I'm eyeing up next. And hey, I know I said I was going to start it next year, but I don't think I can help myself. So we might start looking at maybe a cover, but first I'm not going to allow myself to do anything until I tidy up my desk and I've got a clean slate. So first of all, let's have a look through this. There's some extra bits and bobs in this that will go in the journal left over from the kit. So we've got this beautiful little boy topper, and it ended up being a little bit chunkier than what I thought it was going to be because I primarily wanted it to be a writing journal, but that's okay. So I had 3 of these and I've had them for such a long time. Tania Lee Design, she gifted them to me, sent me some happy mail quite a while ago, and I knew I was going to do like a farm type journal at some stage, just didn't know when. So I've put 3 of these throughout. So we've got the winner from it says 1942, but they've crossed out the 4 and put 52. Don't quite know where it's from, but yeah, it'll be somewhere from New Zealand. The rain's just started up again, typical. I bet you if I ask Kate right now what's the weather like over Napier Hastings, she'll say it's beautiful, blue sky, sunny. So I'm not even going to ask you, Kate. So this is just, this was left over from a packaging and I loved the ruler on it. So made it into a tag with the pocket with the rooster. So that just slots into there. This, I believe, it almost feels like Hessian sack. I think it might have been a pillow at some stage. So then we go through, and we've got a vintage graph paper that I picked up. Got this little pocket from the kit, and then I've just got a plain tag from the kit that I've backed with some scrapbook paper to make it a bit sturdier. And I made this a while ago, so I just put some paper on the back so you could write on it. I must do some more of these. I do love them, and I know I've got lots of books that have got this sort of writing on it, but I thought that little picture there went perfectly with this journal. There's a little cluster there that I made. So yeah, I really got stuck into it. This is from an old vintage book. This was sent from, was it Pam or Sue? Or could have even been Lily. So it's a piece of wallpaper. I thought it was a really cool idea. I do have a lot of wallpaper that I bought off Lily in the South Island. So yeah, maybe one day I need to sit there and make a whole heap into tags because I think it's a cool idea. And I don't even want to add anything to it. We've got this little envelope coin holder from the kit. So we'll put that in there. We have a tag that I've put in there. I thought just matched the yellow there. And then this vintage postcard. I'm not sure when it was from. But hey, it's got roosters, chickens and chicks in there. So why wouldn't I add it? And we've got fresh egg down there. So that was that material pocket that I did the other day. Then we're over the page. So we've got a vintage envelope writing set, and it's got the matching paper inside. And then we've got some raffle tickets from St Mary's in Gore. This little fabric flip, again that Hessian. I put this in from, and that's what the cover's made out of, some vintage lace and a bit of crochet lace. And we have another cluster. I was going to do clusters today, but I think I just wanted to tidy my desk before I made another mess, basically. I've got a library card in there that has been decorated. The vintage library cards you can get from Kate at Kate Space, Pixie K Design. I'll leave a link to her. Little cow. Is that a cow, a goat, a calf, a goat? I can't decide. Or a deer. I don't know. What do you think? So in here is a handmade sack, and I've just got, I will pull it out. So it's just got your scrappy pad in there, but I thought that was quite nice and went with the colours. Some vintage music paper, and then we've just got a plain tag that you can write on. We have a cigarette card, dragonfly, common bronze dragonfly, so that's a piece of vintage that I picked up in an antique shop, and another little coin envelope thing that's got a piece of writing paper in it. And then we have a piece of Edith Holden, couldn't go without that, with a lovely tag in it that you can write on, just pinned to the page. And then we're in the middle. So here's another one of these. So this one has got 1952. 1952 Marlborough. Okay, so yeah, Reserve Champion Frisian Bull. But I thought these would be perfect for this journal, being like a farm journal. We've got some blackberries there. Well, one blackberry and the others aren't quite ripe. It's the music paper again. Little pony. I was going to cover that up for some writing, but I quite like that. And there's one of those funny looking animals again. It's got horns. So, I think male goats have horns, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe female ones do too. Oh, I don't know. I give up. Then we've got a nice little cluster there. Looks like a leaky tap. Sounds familiar. My tap outside had a leak on it. I had to get it fixed. Then we've just got a paper clip and these two writing spaces. And then over the page, so just a piece of ephemera from the kit, and then we've got this, which I thought would go really nice with it, and 29th of the 12th. I don't know, but an old postcard. I thought it would go quite nice because of the clover and the mushroom. This is quite common on the farms over here in New Zealand, like a bit of bramble. Well, we have wild blackberries on the farms, so you know that could very well be blackberry with buttercup flowers, and as a child we used to pick those and put it underneath your chin, and the yellower it went, the more butter that you supposedly ate. This is the belly band that I made a couple videos ago, and a piece of vintage 1938 that you can write on. And then over the page we've got another scrap paper pocket that I just made up. This image is just from a book, and just a plain tag behind from the kit. Another tag from the kit, and then a journal card behind. There's your blackberries again. Nice little cluster. Time card that is decorated with some, well, is it weeds or flowers? I don't know. Depends where you are in the world, I suppose. And then we have another one of these cards, first prize. 2 heifers born since May 31st, 1949. And then we've got a couple tags. So if you like the look of this book, or the look of this kit, the look of this kit, and you quite like the style of it, jump over to Goldenmeade. I left it in the previous email. There's a DT call going. Anna's looking for some ladies, and it doesn't matter how experienced you are. There's 2 teams, one an ephemera team, one is a journal team. Let her know which one you'd like to go on. Tell her a bit about yourself and she'll get back to you. So if you're keen on going on her team, apply. You never know what will happen. And secondly, I don't think I'm going to be putting this in my Etsy until beginning of next year. If you think you may like it, send me an email. My email's down below, and yeah, let me know if you're keen on purchasing it. Otherwise, it will go in my Etsy store when I get back, just sometime after Christmas. So yeah, that will get put away for now, and we'll put that with it. So I started tidying up, and to the side of me, to that side of me, all I've got is now my drink bottle and my glue bottle. So that glue bottle can come here. I had all these that were left over from probably about a month ago when I did these. So I just want to finish this off. So let's do that now, and then it's done. So it's basically using a cutout flower, some book page, and I've doubled it so to make it more sturdy. Let's just ink around there. And yeah, so basically that's it. I am in tidy mode. Get these 3 done. What else am I going to do? I did talk about which, now I did print, let me just reach over and grab it, Scamps and Scallywags. I did print this out on thicker cardstock, paper, 200 GSM, and shrunk it a bit, and thought I would do either that or that, but someone has already contacted me and wants to purchase the journal when I complete it, and likes the first one that I talked about that I said I liked. Now, where is it? That one there. So I said it would be too big, and she contacted me and said, hey, why don't you shrink that? And I'm like, yeah, wow, hey, I don't know why I didn't think of that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shrink it because she wants to buy the journal first off. So let's give her a topper she wants. Right, now I just grabbed, these were on the desk. So I think I'll put that with that and that with that. So let's just glue this one down. So other than that, what have we done today? Not a lot. Oh no, I've had a bit of a tidy up. I've put the first lot in the bread not my bread maker, in the bread maker, and I filmed tomorrow's video. So, but interesting, the bread maker is going, and we'll have a look in about an hour's time, I guess. Hopefully the house smells nice. And tomorrow I have, I don't know if I've already said it, I've got a couple happy mails to share. And after this film, I have put the, what's it called? I have put the suitcases in the spare room because Mum won't come and stay now until we're back. So they are now both sitting on her bed, ready for me to pack. I've got my list. Being as organised as what I am, I know exactly what's going in my backpack, exactly what's going in my toiletry bag, well, I should say toiletry bags, and exactly what's going in the suitcase. So I'll get my list out, and I can probably pack a few of the items that I know I'm not going to use and have them in there already. I think this is from Tania Lee Design. Let's just plonk those on. So yeah, after this I'll check out the bread. We had a lovely brunch, and I might pop next door and go see my daughter who's house sitting Sylvia's house. She can't go anywhere because she is on call, which means she has got her laptop on and can get phone calls during the middle of the night if there's any power outages. So she pretty much did what she does is a full week's work, and then she has Saturday off, and if she has any calls from 5 o'clock Saturday night all the way through till she goes back to work, then yeah, she's it. I suppose you can do it when you're younger. Like, I don't think I could do that now, those sort of hours. Right, and let's glue that down. It's so nice knowing I've got tomorrow off to sleep in again too. And then that's it. We're on the other side. We're on the countdown. And this coming week I can turn around and say, when I do a video on Saturday, end of this month, and I'm gone. Seems like I've been saying it forever on this channel, but when I do videos, but yeah, it's certainly come around pretty fast. Right, do we want anything like up here? Possibly. Let's have a look. Just grabbing my little... Let's have a look in here. Quite like that. What else have we got? Don't know about something like that. It's not quite the right shape, I don't think. Let's do that first. I can't even tell you who this is from. Tuck that under there. And I think what I want to do, oh, this makes me feel happy instead of having it lying around. I can hear our, call it Sakimoto, our vacuum cleaners going around the house cleaning. There. And then that will be perfect for, let me grab something. So put like a journal card in there. Might even leave that in there. So there's one done, completed. Let's do one of these others. I've got some bunny rabbits in there. That would have been quite cool to use some of those on Chalk Hill Farm. Do that one. It's 3 the same. Don't know what that picture is of. There's a smaller one. Actually, I quite like the smaller one. See what else we've got here. Early one morning. Let's do that. And there you go. Let's just go around this one, get rid of that white edge. Yeah, so I don't really have anything else to share today. I can share that because when I got that flu, so I was walking just about every day and really getting, you know, a lot of exercise and knowing that I'm going to have to be reasonably fit for when we go away. Got a bit of walking we know that we want to do. And then I got really sick with this flu or what have you, whatever it's called. So I haven't I've been for a few walks, but I am finding it, I am struggling, not compared to like I used to be. I used to like absolutely love it and push myself to go further and further. Now I'm struggling to even get motivated to go out. But all in all, I've been trying to lose weight, and I've got a goal before I go because I don't want to go and not enjoy myself after the kind of money that we're spending to go over there. So I can say I'm 1.5 kg away from my goal, which I'm absolutely stoked. So I think I'll make it. Right, that's those. So cool, easy pockets, and they can get put away. And I think my next thing I'll do, which I won't do online, I've got like these that I'm going to gut. That's already spoken for when I make that into a journal. And then we've got that one, and we've got that one. So that will be my next protocol, is gutting these. I won't do it online. I think that'd be kind of boring for a lot of people unless someone specifically asks me to. I'll probably end up doing it tomorrow. And if someone wants to watch me do it, well then I'll video it and put it live in a couple days. So yeah, like I said, that one's already spoken for when I do a journal with that. So I've got these other ones. Aren't they gorgeous? Right, so that is it. I'm pretty happy. I finished Chalk Hill Farm today, did these, and I need to reprint for a topper for the new journal, and I need to go cut it out. But first I'm going to do a bit more of a tidy. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It can't decide what it wants to do here. 1 minute it's sunny and like I'm looking out there and I can see sunshine, and 10 minutes later it's raining. So who knows? I'll just stay in here. I'm really sad about that, you can tell. So have a good weekend, New Zealanders. Have a fantastic day tomorrow if you've got it off. If you're not, I feel sorry for you. You know, I think everyone deserves to have a long weekend, but yeah, unfortunately that's not the way it is these days. So until next time, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.